Good morning. Johnny here from Chronic Health. It's about 7:19 on this Sunday, beautiful Sunday in South Florida, and I'm on my way walking down to the bay. And I wanted to talk today about, oh my God, I saw reviewing all these experts online, social media, right? Then is when you realize that there are no experts, but everybody's a seeker. There's many people seeking health, seeking being in shape, or you can say seeking or getting away from being sick, right? But you realize that there's many paths. The same goal, right? Ultimate goal will be just health. So people think, oh, I want to get in shape. But in reality, what you want to do is you want to be your best, right? The most successful, the most efficient, the most capable human being. You want to grasp as much life as you can possibly can. But there's a lot of paths, from nutrition to exercises, right? To the way you sleep. A lot of people lacking the breathing, breath work. And that's something I'm not going to say struggle with it, but I'm working on it, right? Because it's just above everything else. So there's a couple of guys I follow online, they're breatharians, the people who don't eat anything, or they eat very, very, very little food, almost none. So depending where they live, how much water they consume, or how much fluid, right? And I'm on the same path, right? I find people, most of the people my age, they just don't look good. So when they see somebody just a little better than them, they think they look great. I don't think I look great. But the majority of people my age are 53, and that's for people that are above, let's say, approaching 40s, right? When you start realizing you're gonna start falling apart if you don't take care of yourself, right? Hopefully I realized when I was 47, 48, and it's not that you turn it around, right, and go anti-aging, right? But your body will adjust if you do your best, right? You're a seeker. Your body will adjust back your chronological age with your biological age. And I'm speaking here not from authority, but I can tell you from my personal experience what's happening. So because it's not, well, it's understandable, but I can tell you that I'm in the best shape of my life, the best health of my life, and I'm just getting older, right? So yesterday I was at the bars, I was doing lots of pull-ups, dips, and abs, right? Concentrating more on my breathing and my stretching. And pumping it up is something that I like to do. Running, shooting basketball, not so much playing basketball. It's hard to find, unless you have a group of people that you usually play basketball with. When you go to the park and play basketball, some people they're just nasty. They just want to win no matter what, and they'll hurt you. And I just don't understand that. But anyways, the point here is health, right? And breath work is above everything else. Now, I have a lot of debate, and this is mostly every single time I go online. The debate is about the carnivore diet. Versus a vegan, vegetarian, whatever you want to call it, whichever way you want to call this. But the reality is, right, that unless you are full time, like me, plant-based, mostly fruits, right, and you're on this side of the story, and on the other side you're a carnivore. Someone who eats animal DNA. That's the part I just don't you will never understand. So if you're not on this side, you'll never understand what I'm talking about. You're addicted to what you eat. I am addicted to what I eat. Everybody's addicted. Look, Tesla behind me. And addicted to what your microbiome eats. And most of the time you eat the same thing every day, or try to eat as close as what you eat every day all the time. And that's an addiction. You cannot understand that. But once you're on this side, look, I can tell you, there's a guy that I follow online. He's also fruitarian. There's a bunch of them, right? They just look so good. These guys look so good. They don't even have wrinkles. I have my wrinkles, but I've been plant-based only for 6 years, and raw plant-based for 15 months. Right? These people have been like 20 years vegetarians, and they've been 6-7 years raw plant-based. They just look much better than me. And maybe, right? Maybe I can physically, right? As far as athleticness, I'm a little more athletic, right? In the sense that I can run faster, I can jump, I can swim, I can do all those things. But is that health, right? And in fact, I was looking at the statistics that most of the pro athletes, once they retire, within a couple of years, they fall apart. They get sick, and most of them they die. They have heart problems. They get so fat right away. You can see them on TV. You can see them online. So this is longevity. What I'm trying to do, vitality for a long time, right? And so you cannot tell me, right, that if I give you a few examples of people who are fully fruitarian, you can say plant-based, but fully, in reality, what you need is just fruit. The planet is 3/4 water. The human body is 3/4 water. It's not coincidence, right? So what we gotta eat, instead of 40-50 grams of protein, which most of it is just you eat so many proteins because you're gonna absorb very little and the rest is gonna go away. So you try to eat as much as possible to compensate, right? It's like I like to say that you are way overweight and we're still hungry because you wanna compensate, right? For the lack of nutrients, you overeat, right? And this is for everything, from meat, from the fruits and vegetables that you buy in the supermarket, and nothing has seeds, everything is pumped up, most of it is acidic, right? The body needs to be, a lot of people say the body needs to be alkaline, the body needs to be balanced. The pH, right, for hydrogen, the body needs to be balanced. It doesn't have to be too alkaline or too acidic. It has to be just balanced. And what I'm trying to say here is that you can listen to everybody that is seeking the same goal. Now, another thing is that a lot of people are seeking health, being in shape, right? But that amount of people that I think is a lot, right? It's 0.001% of the population. It's very little comparing to the 7-8 billion people that we have on the planet. The majority are not. The majority of the people are just, so from every 20, you'll find one dedicated. You find 5 that are looking to be in shape. You know, they don't care if they use steroids, they use this, that, pill, whatever it takes is to look good physically, right? But you find one who's deeply involved into health, thinking about your liver, your kidneys, your organs, right? As far as me at my age, you know, I came down from 185 pounds to 165 pounds, and when the times that I've been detoxing, that I do a juice fast or simply a fast for three days, and I've done a 6-day water fast, right? And now it becomes easy for me to do it. But I like the juice fast because with the juice fast, there's a lot of toxins that you have in the body. And I'm like, where is that coming from? It's just from the air. It's from the atmosphere. You know, you gotta understand that the largest organ in the body is just the skin, and everything goes through it. You know, so it's a dedication, right? But it's not a dedication. This is, you need to go back to primitive, right? If you look at an animal has just few needs, and that's all they have, right? It's gotta eat, gotta rest, gotta reproduce. That's it, right? Now, but we're human beings. We're the only ones who are we're capable to grasp more life we're capable of creating things, inventing things, um, making money, right? Which is another thing that I just totally understand right now. A lot of people are lost into making money, and they're never going to stop, because as soon as they turn around, there's somebody who has more money. And they look, there's always somebody above and below you. Whether you're good looking, the most good looking girl that you can find on Instagram, right? You just swipe and you find out someone that is even more good looking, right? Younger. So there's always somebody more good looking than you, and let's put it this way, uglier than you. There's somebody more taller, shorter, fatter, more in shape, less in shape, wealthier, all of them. Right? If you look at the billionaires on the top of the charts, right, you know, they go up and down and they find who's got more, right? Based on assets. They don't even know how much money they have, because, you know, if you have $1 billion, $1,000 million, right, and they think they don't have enough. Now that we have inflation, the dollar devaluation, and all the currencies around the world are pegged to the U.S. dollar. Now we're switching to Bitcoin. Right? Now it's not gold. Nobody wants to have gold. Gold is not moving. It's just up there. It's just, I don't know. But now with Bitcoin, and who knows if it, I look at the technology of Bitcoin, and I don't know. It's got its flaws, right? So it is for now, right? And it's gonna pump higher, right? Because everybody wants to secure themselves without understanding that what we're looking is well-being, right? You want to accumulate more to do less. No, if you do, look, if you think you're gonna go on the beach, you're gonna chill at the beach. I know how many people that they have retired, supposedly retired, that they have to go back to do something else because they can't. They can't. And the other day I was listening to this guy, Ben Shapiro. You know, but for me, he's a kid, right? He's trying hard, and I don't take it too hard. People are just fighting all the time. Me against you, you know, my team against your team. And what he doesn't understand is there's a lot of people who got duped. They got fooled badly. They got punked. They took a job when they were young. They didn't know better, right? And they're 15, 20 years into this job that they hate, and they're killing each other. They kill each other. They're killing themselves, right? Doing this job because they're looking at 30 years to get a retirement, right? But by the time they're 65, they've been killing themselves for 30-something years, right? And they don't understand that their retirement is not there for them. People who are not even born, they're going to have to start paying to give them the money. And the money that they're going to get is not going to be enough to have a life. So when you retire, you live this life of the super poor. You go to Walmart, you buy the cheapest. So you go from a miserable job to a miserable retirement. And now this guy is saying that people should not retire because they have to look up for a purpose. And I know a lot of people, right, that when the pandemic hit, the job that they hate, the job that is killing them, they were begging to get their job back because they just got, this is what I'm saying, they are addicted. They become, people don't like change. You tell them, like, why don't you get another job? They say, what? No, I only have 15 years to go to retire. And they don't understand that they won't retire. You know what I'm saying? So it's a constant seeking, and that's key word, seeking. You need to become a seeker. Once you think you know something, right? Once you think you know everything, right? You're closing a door. You're closed-minded. You need to leave all the doors open and constantly seeking. The same with science. What science says, science is question everything, and don't stop questioning, right? So, and the pursuit of happiness is always the same nonsense, right? The pursuit of happiness is extremely stupid. Extremely stupid. You need to be happy with what you have, where you are, whatever path you are on, right? So then you can pursue whatever it is that you're. And that's what life is about. What's my purpose? What is your purpose? There is no purpose. Life has no purpose. You're making things up as you go. And you keep saying, well, my purpose, my kids. And that doesn't, I think, it's like, my kids are my purpose. Your kids are 15, like mine, they're gone. And if you don't see that, like I'm seeing them right now, my dad, my kids are sitting on the table and they're like looking at it, can I go now? Can I go now? They're gonna be gone. You cannot be attached to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because once your kids are gone and your life where your kids or your husband or whatever, once your kids are gone, your husband is gone, what do you do with your life? And that happened, unfortunately, to my own mother, right? My mom, my brothers and sisters, the family, with the whole thing. And once we all were all gone, and she was like, oh my God, and now what do I do? And, you know, all of a sudden she got into a depression and this and that. And now, I don't get too sad about it. Right? I don't get too emotional about it, about anything anymore, right? Because your emotions will eat your life. Your emotions will play you. Oh, but you have no feelings. It's better not to have feelings. Well, no, but what? Same with love. You get in love, and within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it disappears. You know what I'm saying? So the same love that you had at the beginning. I'm not saying it fades away what you thought it was going to be forever. It's not, right? So I try not to get more emotional about anything anymore, because I think you need to have your emotions in check, right? And what we don't understand, let's go back to the diet, is that if you consume an animal DNA to the cellular level, right? How your emotions are not going to be affected with what you eat. And a lot of people tell me, look, you are what you eat. And I said, do you eat, and they try to change the name. No, I eat beef. You eat a cow. Mostly cow, whatever. To the cellular level, if you eat chicken, and if you are what you eat, right? Now this is flesh that you eat, that you make it into you, right? So I try to eat as far away, look at mosquitoes here because it was raining yesterday. I try to eat everything that is far away from humans, fruits, something, but it's got to be alive. So the fruits got to be watery fruits. Now the problem with the fruits, as always, is you buy at the supermarket something pumped up out of the ground with fertilizers or fake fertilizers, and it has no micronutrients. There's no microorganisms in the ground. They're selling us crap. So I gotta rely on supplements, and not really supplements, right? I don't take any more vitamins, supplements, creatine. It's all garbage, right? And I'm telling you from my own experience. Look, at some point, my kitchen was a pharmacy. I had everything of everything, and I tried absolutely everything. I would spend hundreds of dollars per week buying absolutely, and then I started reading about it. All the vitamins are all fake. They don't absorb. They have pollutants in it. They're toxic, right? Creatine is to try to get your muscles bigger, and I don't want to get bigger. Number one, and I know a lot of people that are very skinny and they're so strong, much stronger. And you can see that when you see arm wrestling. Some guys are super skinny and they're beating out the guys with the big muscles. Big, and this is for older people. Maybe if you're younger and you're trying to get as big as you could possibly get, right? Your capabilities, your possibility. How tall, how big can I get? Same for the girls. How beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I understand if you're younger, but as you cross, right, into your peak, you can remain your peak for 10, 15 years until you're 50, and then remain, and then try not to fall apart like me, right? But what I'm trying to say here is you want to get your body as small, as tight as possible, as strong as possible, but your organs need to be the smallest that you can possibly get them, as tight as possible. Your liver, you don't want a fatty liver, you everything, because you want this machine to be efficient, right? With your oxygen, with the amount of food that you consume, the water, the less that you consume, and that's key for my health. It's something I understand right now, right? For my health, number one is generate the least amount of waste, the least amount of crap. That is so key, right? If you're eating a lot, right, and you're going to the bathroom, saying your health is far away from the bathroom. Generate the least amount of waste. fasting all the time as much as possible. Try to get your body as tight as possible. You are going to get stronger if you work out, if you do the right thing, right? Flexibility, pushing, pulling, jumping, swimming, all kinds of functional exercises. Just target every single fiber in your muscles. But the reality is, I don't want to get bigger at all. You know, I am very fine with 164, 165 pounds for my height, right? Because I do not want to get bigger. I don't want my organs to get bigger. You know, I want to try to calm down, bring down, right, my heart rate as possible. Slow it down right now. I don't, some people say, well, you're metabolic rate, blah, blah, blah. They try to be very, there are no experts out there, right? There are no experts there. And nobody's wrong. Everybody's on the same path. Everybody's trying to figure it out as they go. Everybody that is on this path, because the majority of the people, this is key here. The majority of the people, right, are out of their mind. They say, well, because I got a conversation yesterday with the guy. I said, well, you know, I understand that everything you're doing is great, and I get it, and I want it, but don't you have something like this? I don't want to stop drinking on the weekends. I don't want to, I'm going to go for a walk because mosquitoes are trying to eat me alive here. And I'm going to go to the bed. I'm on my way to the bed. They want a quick fix, right? They don't have time, and I understand what they're saying, right? But I'm doing this because I like it. That's what the part that this guy didn't understand. I said, listen, I don't care how long does it take, because I love what I'm doing. I enjoy what I'm doing. And that's what one of the things that, let's see if we can understand this, right? All the problems that we all have, right? When you are in any kind of situation that you don't like, things are not going your way. Life is not happening to you the way you want it or the way you think it's supposed to be happening. Things are not going your way. So it's your idea of how things are supposed to be happening. And if that's the problem, is that the things are not going your way, and it's the idea that you have in your head of how things are supposed to be happening, change your idea. It's that simple. Just change your idea in your head. Oh, I want this car, but change your idea. Yeah, I want this, I want that. On the other side, you have all these people, right? You gotta detach from desire. If you gotta detach from desire, just kill yourself. Please don't do it. But this is in a way, what I'm trying to say is this: desire. If you want to leave, you have a desire, right? All these people that tell you gotta detach from desire. You know, desire is a problem. You everything is desire. Even if you want to kill yourself, right? It's desire. So please, it's maybe this is just verbally the way you express yourself. But we have to understand, guys, that desire is the key of life. If you want to leave, there's desire. All right, guys, I'm on my way to the bay. It's a beautiful day. Nobody's up yet. 7:30 past 7:30, and still nobody up on a Sunday. For me, I already made up my mind. Look how beautiful day. I live like every day is Friday. I changed my idea. I don't have a Friday. If you say that you have a Friday, it's because you hate your life. And if you hate your life, then you're gonna need a Friday. That's absolutely key to what we're doing right here, right? Is people are leaving, right, for the Friday. That means that they have 5 days that they hate. I live on Friday, and I'm happy so I can pursue the things that I think I want to pursue. Maybe in the future I will change, right? But I feel like a kid, and that is so good for me. That is so good for the way I feel, the way I act. I interact with my kids. Yesterday, my kids were telling me, no, both of my kids were telling me, you know that most of my friends, their parents, they look so old comparing to you. They don't like to do this, they don't like to do that. If on the weekend, all they want to do is just drink, and they don't want to take care of the kids. I want to hang out with my kids. I want to go for bike rides, jumping, throw them in the pool, play with them, you know what I'm saying? But they want to hang out among them. But I'm the only father there, so it's kind of weird.